Hello my friends and welcome to Grim Reactions. I'm Eric and today we're watching episode 6 of The Witcher. So where did we end? Where did we wind up? The doppelganger left Brokilon Forest with Ciri and oh god, now his name escapes me. Dara in tow. Yennefer got laid. She had turned a village into her pets, basically, and was having a good time. And then Geralt showed up with Jaskier. Geralt was sleepless, and I think the reason he was sleepless, the reason he couldn't sleep, was because he felt guilty about what happened to Sintra. I think he found out about it. Enough time has passed, so the timelines have started to line up. So we're all in the same timeline now. And I think he found out and he's been feeling a lot of guilt because of the loss of surprise. He thinks he's responsible for what happened to Sintra because he hasn't obeyed destiny or whatever. He hasn't claimed Ciri as he was owed. And I think that kind of messed with his mind a little bit because he doesn't believe in stuff like that. He doesn't believe in destiny and what have you. So I think that messed him up a bit. And yeah, I think he's been feeling a lot of guilt about it. And he couldn't sleep. So he found a djinn. And yeah, that worked so-so. He had to seek out Yennefer because Jaskier got hit with a nasty wish, to be honest. Geralt wished to just have some peace and quiet, and then Jaskier's throat swelled up and he started to look like a toad, basically. It was pretty funny. And then there was a lot of sexual tension between Yennefer and Geralt, and they ended up having sex. And no one ever was surprised by that, considering the conversation, like the sexual tension throughout the episode between them. It's like, yeah, of course. And then he finally got to sleep. Hooray! And yeah, then it ended with the doppelganger taking Ciri away. So I'm excited for this one. Let's see where it goes. Episode 6.
Lovely Garota. Gorgeous girl. Which one do you prefer? Lovely? Gorgeous?
Gorgeous is better.
But we made a deal.
We made a deal with a living witcher. No sense in hanging around to pay a dead one.
Gorgeous girl.
Oh, really?
Perhaps you did not hear the man.
Yeah, perhaps you didn't... Sorry, who are you?
Yes, who are you?
Do as the bard asks, or I'll be forced to draw my weapons.
What weapons?
The two women. Job's done.
This woman just killed a man with her bare hands for trying to steal your horse.
Maybe she'll make a better travel companion then.
Yes, more competent.
I've been looking for you, Geralt of Rivia.
A lot of people are, apparently.
First for me, and that's saying something. I've very few firsts left. A short while ago, a green dragon landed across the border in King Nidamir's mountains.
A dragon?
Dead sheep everywhere.
You have the most
Yeah,
incredible neck.
Problematic.
Like a sexy goose.
I don't think that's as nice of a compliment as you think it is.
I want you to join my team.
Ooh. Forming a party, are we?
Oh, we're so doing this. We're in.
Our treasure is worth dying for.
Depends on the treasure.
Yeah, it's not gold or anything like that. It's not money.
One final first before I'm too old to do anything but die. With you on my team, dear Witcher, we'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, what do you bring to the team? Borch.
And the answer is no.
You feel it just the same as me. that hole inside you.
I don't think this guy is gonna accept no for an answer.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I'm in.
yeah. That sorceress has too much of a pull over Geralt. It's like he's intrigued by her.
Leaves plenty of time for me to pet and it drool.
Dude has anger issues.
He means we won't make it out alive.
Wait, what? No one mentioned anything about impending death.
How is it?
Well, what do you think? You're going after a dragon.
I'd say something strange was afoot, but then again, witches are bound to bump into monsters eventually.
Ho ho, good one.
To assist him in killing the dragon.
For kingdom and glory.
One of those, huh? An actual serious mode monster hunt. I love it. They're forming. They even formed a raid team of several parties.
In payment, he bound you to Geralt. It's your destiny.
I wonder if the doppelganger is gonna get bored of this eventually. Yeah, already. And we're out of the woods. Literally speaking, not figuratively speaking. For Ciri, it's the opposite.
To hunt with him is an honor sullied by payment.
But why?
He is the most beautiful.
Just leave it, Jaskier. You're never gonna convince them.
Nothing scares you.
Then you don't know Yennefer of Vangerberg.
Maletically, preserve us. What happened here?
Dragon. We know this.
I don't get it. Why the retaliation?
When your species is on the verge of collapse, perhaps everything becomes more desperate.
Is he a dragon or something? Like, I don't know what's up with him, Borch. Oh. He can't shut up ever.
Run away, Geralt! It's one of your friends again.
Yeah, of course. Anything that isn't human is a monster.
For kingdom and glory!
Ike! You could have been killed.
What's her angle here? What is Yennefer's angle?
We know.
My subjects will be the luckiest serfs in all the lands.
Yes, the luckiest slaves ever.
So the Witcher wants to play knight too, huh?
No. She's plenty able of murdering you herself.
Yeah, no joke.
Never degrade your honor in such a way.
I hate to break it to you, but that ship has sailed, wrecked, and sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Good one.
States rise and fall like the tide. Nothing new.
Yes, not something we will concern ourselves with.
Sintra.
No. Queen Calanthe would die before letting them take what's hers.
Oh. So it hasn't happened already?
God's religious zeal had been tempered earlier by a stronger hand.
Alright then. Then I have no idea why Geralt was sleepless.
Gold dragons are rarest.
Gold dragons are a myth. Gold dragons met the same fate as anything too different to endure. They died out.
There are other ways of enduring.
Yeah, like shape-shifting into a person?
He sent me to get Ciri.
The Witcher. Trained to fight and bound to Ciri.
Dara is really suspicious.
So you could then rescue her.
Yes, why wouldn't he go himself? Oh, you shouldn't get so easily distracted.
There's nothing sacred anymore.
Ah.
Yeah. Whatever your plan was, Yennefer, it went straight to heck.
We know
The Reavers, maybe?
half a day off our journey. Let the Reavers take the long way around. We'll nab the treasure before they even...
But we're obviously supposed to suspect the Reavers.
I'm here for the dragon. There are certain healing properties it's rumored to possess.
Oh, it's about that.
For made-up fertility cures using fresh dragon hearts.
They're not made up.
They are.
Yes, listen to Geralt.
My mother.
Do you think I'd make a bad one?
Yes. I think you would. But hey, anyone can be proved wrong.
What could you possibly want with a child?
They took my choice. I want it back.
Yeah, but again, it's not so much that they took. You were given a choice. You chose to pay the price.
Come along.
I can take care of myself.
You don't always have to. Come with me.
Aww. I'm sure he's never asked anyone to do that.
He's waiting for us.
He's not. It's the Black Knight.
You left your home to come raise me. How did you feel about that?
She's testing him.
We prefer it like this anyway.
Finish the job. Oh, that didn't end well.
Oh. See you on the other side.
I would never. No. Oh boy. I don't have an issue with heights, but no thank you. Like, I'm remembering that the ladies said that he was beautiful and they exchanged like meaningful looks. I don't know if dragons can transform, like according to some folklore legends, according to some fantasy, dragons can transform into other beings like humans or whatever. But he's not. He's something more. He hasn't really said what he is, but he's something more. Yeah, he's not done. He's gonna come back somehow. This shortcut wasn't a great idea, guys.
We could head to the coast. Get away for a while. Sounds like something Borch would say, wasn't
it? He really had an impact in the short time they knew him. Is that Yennefer's tent?
So...
Yes, of course. Of course she has a magic tent.
Only my nonsense.
Quite like your nonsense.
But most every time you leave.
I woke up in that destroyed house and you were gone.
Well, they've had several meetups since then. I take it. These timelines are very unclear, you know. Not that it really matters that much.
Do you hurt? I don't mean physical pain. They say witches can't feel human emotion.
They are a wildly attractive couple.
But if I ever dreamed of being something other than what I am, it was too long ago to remember.
He's very resigned to his fate.
I dream
Excuse me.
Becoming important to someone.
Yes, and it didn't work out being a royal mage.
Before we met, the days were calm and the nights were restless. But now, you're important to me.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's tender and sweet. Morning. I miss that. Waking up next to someone. Yes, you finally got to do that. Yes, where are they? Ciri is featured a lot more in this episode. And there's some Nilfgaard dudes. With chloroform.
All I want, all I've ever wanted, is to help you fulfill your destiny.
Which is what?
You are the key to everything, Cirilla.
Oh my goodness. Stop being so goddamn vague the entire time. No.
What have you done? You lied to us. You didn't tell us what she is, what she's capable of.
I did not see that coming for 1 second.
Do you really believe all this nonsense in your head? This prophecy? I will destroy you!
It's hard to know who's on top, but I think it's the Black Knight, not the doppelganger. They said that it would be every man for himself. That's all you got for a dragon? Well, magic, of course, as well. But aren't dragons supposed to be resistant to magic? Aww. Look at that.
He's dead.
She's dead.
Yeah. There he is. As suspected. And that's still not a dragon, that's a wyvern.
But the egg could not be moved, or the
Yeah.
life inside it would die.
That's why the dragon attacked.
Yes.
The knight who was taught to save dragons instead of kill them.
And there's the Reavers.
Forward! Now!
Did she amplify it or something? It seems impractical for Yennefer to fight like that, but at the same time, it does look pretty gosh darn badass.
So I get to kill you after all, Witcher.
No, you don't.
It's not going to happen.
Let me crack that egg!
Nice. Oversleep much? Oh, Jaskier. That was funny.
Oh, gosh. Ooh.
Oh, neat. Oh, you missed quite a lot.
Oh,
I mean, you probably would have died if you had been here. But he was a bard. Didn't get to see this story.
Well, that's fucking shite! We miss a whole motherload of fun!
Tell the king if he's not satisfied, he can expect the body of a dragon dropped upon his royal wedding.
And it was so important because this was so important because he was getting old. Is that you, Dara? Looks like it. Let's get out of here.
You bring terror and you bring death wherever you are!
Well,
Doing the best that I can.
Yeah. You're being unfair, Dara.
Find a new family, because I can't be that for you anymore.
That was unfair, Dara. Are we not gonna have a conversation about the dragon? Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
I can see why Geralt didn't want to lose you.
Like that vest with the scales was too suspicious.
You made a wish. It's magic.
It's real, Yen.
How could we ever know?
That's what was the wish? Maybe that'll help.
A child is no way to boost your fragile ego, Yen.
I'll take advice from you about children as soon as you take responsibility for the one you bound to you and then abandoned.
But what was the wish? Like specifically? I get the gist of it. I mean...
Your destiny. I know it. And you know it.
Yes, Ciri. Go looking for her already. Jesus.
If life could give me one blessing, it would be to take you off my hands.
Don't take it out on Jaskier, that's not fair.
Right then.
Oh, poor guy.
I witnessed the white flame call on you. Mold you.
Into what?
We will find her, and we will spread his supremacy all through the kingdoms, whether they deserve it
His
or not.
white flame, some sort of religious cult, I'm assuming, then?
The time of the sword and the axe is nigh.
I thought it was already time for that. I thought you had already started doing that. So, that was episode 6. There's only 2 episodes left now. I'm starting to be a little suspicious about whether this mystery will get even resolved in this season. I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? I know it's been cleared for a second season already, and they're working on it, but they couldn't have known that going in. It was only planned for 1 season to start with, so I mean, it has to be... It has to finish up in some manner in this season. This episode was good, even though it was fairly... Like the big twist was fairly obvious. But maybe it's because I'm so accustomed to the tropes, you know, with shapeshifting dragons. Like I've seen it in many different fantasy stories with dragons who are able to take human form and move about. Also, his outfit was a giveaway, and kind of like the way he was very vague about it, and his companions, the way they talked about him, didn't seem like they were talking about a person. It seemed like they were talking about someone or something more than a person, you know. There was a lot more Ciri in this episode, and I definitely appreciate that. That was nice. I don't know, her... Geralt is, like, his story is not so much a story, he just, like, adventures about, you know. And Yennefer is interesting. But, I don't know, I feel like she's getting less interesting. Like, maybe because she has been working at it for so long, and, like, she's jaded and she's world-weary, and, like, maybe that's it. Like, that her formative years as a person, as a sorceress, like, all of that's done. And maybe that's why I find her less interesting now than I did in the first couple of episodes. But yeah, Ciri is the most interesting one by far. Like, I'm wondering if she's even going to meet up with Geralt whatsoever by this point. I mean, it's only 2 episodes left. I'm wondering if it's just going to end like that she meets up with Geralt, or if she's going to meet up with him in time to do something, or if she accomplishes it on her own. But we'll see what happens with that. Still, the timeline is strange. It's the best word, I guess. Maybe he was just being tortured by the law of surprise, like, in general. Maybe he was concerned about it. But why would he be if he doesn't believe in destiny and nothing has happened to Sintra yet for them? I don't understand it. I wonder if Jaskier is out of it now. If he's, like, done in the series. Probably not. But, like, what needs to happen there with Jaskier is that Geralt needs to apologize. And I think he's too stubborn to do that. We got some more characterization for the Black Knight. I mean, they've been mentioned, the Nilfgaardians have been mentioned as fanatics previously. I think in the very first episode, even. But now we know for sure. Is this some cult of the White Flame? Whatever that means. Not sure. And still have the doppelganger on the loose. It was nice that Ciri took Dara's advice and started to become suspicious and started probing. So we're gonna have to see what happens with the doppelganger. If the doppelganger shows up again. The rest of them, I'm sure they will. With Fringilla and... what was his name? I'm gonna remember it when I edit. I'm gonna see it. But the Black Knight. And yeah. It's just 2 episodes left. Coming up on the end of Season 1. And then I'm gonna have to wait for Season 2. But I'm fine with that. I have The Witcher 3 to jump into after this season. But with that said, I am done for today. If you're still here, I thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.